why it's never too late and you are never too old to start your print-on-demand business. I've spent at least 35 years of my life regretting, should have done this, should have done that. It's fair to say it took me half a century to find my thing. So stick with me and I'll tell you what that thing is and why it grips me so much. So I should have thrown myself into my A-levels instead of abandoning them after a few months. I should have gone to university earlier, and when I did, I should have picked a vocational degree. I should have hurled myself into a proper job, a proper career, instead of random passing fancies. This lasted 2 days. I turned too quickly and a jacket potato rolled off the plate and I caught it between my knees. The wasted opportunities. Does this sound like you? Well, I'm here to tell you it is not too late, however many miles you've got on the clock. A few years ago, I came across this thing called print on demand. And yes, it's an internet thing, e-commerce. But I'm not techie, I hear you cry. Well, let's be honest, neither am I. But I can follow instructions, and when I've done things enough times, I do start to pick them up, like we all do. Brilliant, easy. In fact, the way I view print on demand is that if you have access to the internet and something to access the internet on, then you can do print on demand. And by virtue of the fact that you're here watching me now, both of those factors must be ticked off for you, right? As for what it is, what print on demand actually is, I'll tell you in a nutshell in just a sec. But what if, unlike me, actually you've done things right, you did it the proper way, and you still feel unfulfilled, like there's something missing? Perhaps you'd like a second income, or something that can really get your creative juices flowing without the need to give up your stable job or splash your savings on stock or materials. Or even better, something that gets those creative juices oozing and brings in extra income. Well, wherever you're coming to this from, it's not too late to get started. It will fulfill you creatively and it can bring you in an income. Now, I'm not going to lead you up the garden path here, and I'm certainly not going to tell you that you're going to make thousands of pounds or dollars straight away. Or my pet hate, that this is a totally passive income thing. It is not. You do some work at the beginning. And then once you've done that bit of work, you have things for sale that people around the world can buy. Yeah. And you can earn royalties from the sales. And if you keep repeating the process, there will be more things out there for more people to buy. So you're magnifying your chances of getting sales. Well, that stands to reason. So the more effort you put in, the higher rewards will be. Rather like consistently doing a YouTube channel and doing YouTube content. And if you want to follow me on my journey with that, do check out my Monday videos. So let me show you what I'm talking about here with print on demand and just how it works. So print on demand, POD, P-O-D. You may have heard the words or the initials and not wondered what it is. In fact, it does what it says on the tin. Someone buys a product and that product gets printed with the design on demand. So what's the process? How can it even be possible to sell products online without having to buy any stock or pay for something upfront? Sounds wrong. Well, we, and I like to call us podders, create a design on Canva, Photoshop or whatever, or we can even buy one with pod usage rights from a supplier like Creative Fabrica. Now I'm going to talk about usage rights in a separate video, as that's a whole subject all in itself. This could be a slogan, a drawing, a graphic, a photo. Let your imagination and your creativity run wild. It could be your logo even, or company message if that's relevant to you and your prospective customers, of course. Or perhaps for staff uniforms. The possibilities are endless. We upload it to our chosen print-on-demand company, and there are masses of them to choose from. Now and over the coming weeks, I'm going to be delving into the most popular ones and starting with the ones that I personally sell products through. The listing on the POD site goes live And that means that people all over the globe can see it on the wonderful World Wide Web. We've used clever words known as keywords when uploading our listing, so people can find our products using search engines. We might even branch out into Facebook ads or advertise on Google. Don't get overwhelmed. Please don't get overwhelmed. I'm going to break it all down for you in this channel. So, when someone sees your product and decides to buy it, what happens then? Well, the print-on-demand company receives the order. Most of them notify you of the sale, but not all of them. But when they do, it's a lovely feeling. Ding dong, you've got a sale. Without you doing anything at all, the order details are sent to a fulfillment centre, usually one that's geographically close to where the customer's delivery address is. See, it's better environmentally too. Better than sending stuff by air freight, and there's less wastage as the clothing, homewares, etc., even books are printed to order and not before. So once the printing is done and the order is all packed up, it's sent directly to the customer. So you don't actually even see it at all. It all happens without you. That is the passive end of things. And you're not just doing this for the fun of it. You receive a royalty payment. A little simple maths sums this up nicely. So we've got the amount the customer paid minus the base cost of that blank product, the printing costs and the packaging. And these are known as the fulfillment costs. And what's left is your royalty. You can see why I love it, right? I get to indulge my love of witty, sarcastic one-liners. I'm not autistic, so most of my stuff's written word, and then get to share them with the world for other people like me who enjoy them to buy. Great! Now, I could go on and into loads of depth. There's so much to share with you, but this basic principle runs throughout print on demand. Sure, there are slight variations with how some print on demand suppliers do things, but I'll be covering that, so sit tight and join me in my other videos. And just to remind you, I'm not a tech whiz kid. I can do this, and I have every faith that you can too. You found this video, you can watch and implement things. That is all you need. Hopefully you found this helpful. Do, of course, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when new content arrives. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you maybe tried print on demand, or are you completely new to the concept? Let me know.